World of Warfare presents Big Week.
When military aviation came of age during the interwar years between World War I and World War II, a group of air war leaders and strategists known as the Bomber Mafia developed bombardment tactics and aircraft that would forever change the face of warfare. Before any planned considerations for an invasion of northern France could be considered, the Luftwaffe, or German Air Force, had to be destroyed, both in the air and on the ground. All parties agreed that Operation Overlord, as the D-Day invasion had been codenamed, would suffer an egregious loss of life should the Luftwaffe maintain its ability to strafe Allied combatants as they made their way ashore. As a result, Allied air war leaders stuck it to the Nazis during Operation Argument, or what has commonly become known as Big Week. With the arrival of the P-51 Mustang into the skies over Europe, long-range heavy bombers like the B-17 Flying Fortress and the B-24 Liberator now enjoyed fighter protection all the way to and beyond the IP, or initial point, which is the point in a mission when bomb groups tighten their formations to better defend against German fighter attacks. During Big Week missions flown from February 20th through the 25th, 1944, 8th Air Force Commander General Jimmy Doolittle overcame Germany's reluctance to engage Allied fighters by attacking key aircraft factories that the Luftwaffe could not afford to lose. In addition, Allied fighters were ordered to abandon the bombers with the primary goal of shooting down enemy fighters. In effect, the primary purpose of the bombing missions was to bring up the Luftwaffe, while the real role of the Allied bombers was to be used and sacrificed as bait. During Big Week, the Americans flew missions against airframe and assembly plants over numerous German cities, including Regensburg, Schweinfurt, and Steyr, dropping roughly 10,000 tons of bombs. The 8th Air Force, flying out of England, delivered 3,000 sorties at a loss of 97 Fortresses and 40 Liberators, with another 20 heavy bombers scrapped due to damage. Each downed aircraft would cost the Allies 10 to 11 men. The much smaller yet still forming 15th Air Force, flying out of 21 air bases in southeastern Italy, would fly 500 sorties, losing 90 heavy bombers, while the British RAF Bomber Command lost 131 bombers during their nightly raids over Germany. While the number of U.S. aircrew kills on German fighters is most likely wildly exaggerated in the heat of battle, nearly 500 reported kills, Big Week was considered a significant contributor to the Allies' official pronouncement of air superiority over the Luftwaffe in March of 1944.